the recording. I'll
You
share
send
the
it to me.
video. Yes,
Okay, good.
perfect. Okay, so we are here on this page. Okay, today
Yeah.
we'll. Okay, so as you said, right, we have done few things about
Mm-hmm.
print in the last session.
Yeah.
Okay, now one thing that you have to remember is, okay, when we don't give quotation, when we don't give quotation, it tries to print the value. It tries to find out, okay,
Yeah.
value of the whatever we give inside, right? As you saw, right? You showed it to me, right? 5 into 5 gave us
Yeah.
25. It's trying to
Yes.
evaluate, okay? And if you
Yeah.
put in quotation, it doesn't evaluate, but it prints as it is, right?
Yes.
Now, coming back, okay, so let's say, so, uh, okay, so 5 into 4, right? Now,
Yeah.
it is not always possible to give the values in print, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to store a particular value, okay? You need to store a
Mm-hmm.
particular value. So in programming languages, we store the value in what we call as variables, okay? So we write variables, okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is used to store values, okay? And this is what
Okay.
we're going to see today. So, okay, so one more thing we're going to learn today is this something called as hash. This hash, you see, this hash sign, okay, is called comment. Okay,
Comments. Okay.
so is called comment. So what happens is when you put a hash, okay, it will convert the entire content, entire line of content or line of content into comments. Now, comments
Okay.
are not used the by Python. Okay,
Okay.
comments
Okay.
are visible to us. Okay, we can see, we
Okay.
can read, we can understand, but programming languages and okay, comment is
Yeah.
common across all programming languages. Okay, the way
Okay.
it is represented is different. Okay, somebody might use double slash, somebody might use inverted comma, whatever. Right? In Python, we
Okay.
use hash sign, and but the meaning remains the same. What comment says is okay, but programming
Yeah.
languages. Okay, that's wrong spelling. Languages ignores it.
Okay.
Okay, programming languages will ignore it. Programming languages will not make use of it. Okay, so today we're going to learn variables, okay, which are used to store values, and then how many types of values do we have in Python. This is the topic for discussion. Okay,
Okay.
so variable. Okay, so now if I say num1 equal to 10, okay, in this example, num1 is called variable.
Okay.
Okay, num1 is called variable because, as the name suggests, variables means it can change its value. The value is variable, right?
Yeah.
When I say 5, it means 5, right? If I say 10, it means 10. Okay, so
Yes.
if I say 10, it means 10. So this is constant. But
Okay.
num is variable because in line number 5, it has value 10. In line number
Mm-hmm.
6, I can give a value 6,
Okay.
right? So the
Yeah.
value that you assign to variables, you can change.
Okay.
Okay? Now, if I do a print statement here and I say num1 equal to 10, print
Yeah.
num1. I'm trying to print the value of num1. Exact
Yeah.
same logic. If I put this in
Yes.
quotation, if I put this in quotation, it will give me the num1 as it is text. Okay.
Yeah.
But if I remove it and if I try to print the variable. Okay, if I try to print the variable, it is going to give me the value of the variable, which is 10.
Okay.
Now, same statement, okay, same statement, I put it here, line number 8. And now when I run it, the value is shown as 6. Because when I'm printing here, num1 has value 10, but when I'm printing here, num1 has value 6.
6. Okay.
So
Yeah.
the value, okay, changes, okay, of
Okay.
variable.
Yes.
I mean, so see, if I, if I print here num1, okay, it will still give me 10 because num1 variable has same value till 12. It is
Yes.
changed in 13 only, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? The moment it is changed, from that moment onwards, it loses the old value. Now it will have a new value, right? So these are
Yeah.
called variables in programming languages. And these are very powerful, okay? And maybe in next class, I'll show you how it is powerful. Now, because let's say you are booking a ticket, flight ticket
Yeah.
from city A to B, right? So today you want to fly from A to B. Tomorrow, you might be flying from C to D, isn't it? The
Yeah.
airport name, okay, from and to airport name is not fixed, it's variable.
Yeah.
Okay, so in all our programming, in the real practical world, we use 99% of the time, or maybe 99.99% of the time, variables. Yes, we do use some constant, like value of pi 3.14 is constant. Value of g, small g, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8, right? So
Yeah.
there are but very few, very few, constants we have. Okay, 99.999% time we use variable because I want to travel on 2nd March, or maybe second I want to travel on 15th March. I might travel on 1st April. So it doesn't, the date doesn't have to have same value. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why use of variables is key in programming world. Okay,
Okay.
and when you assign a value, it will store it till you change its value, right? So if I
Right.
print, yeah, so I'm changing it here. So only here the value will change to 6. Still here, it is going to be 10. Okay, so
Okay.
that's one aspect. Okay, now I can have multiple values, 21. Okay, now in print,
Yeah.
I can say num1 plus num2. So again, since I'm not giving in quotation, it is
Quotation.
going
Yeah.
to replace with a value, isn't it?
It was
Num1
31.
is
Yeah.
10 and num2 is 21. You get 10 plus
31.
21, 31. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So this is going to give us 31. So you can use variable names also inside print. Okay.
Okay.
So in variable names, it will replace the name with its value, and okay, and
Yeah.
it will display the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there are some rules which you can read in textbook. Rules is that, okay, so things that you have to keep in mind. Rules regarding the names for variables. I cannot give one num, okay, equal to
Okay.
5 is error. That means first rule that you have to understand is, okay, you cannot start a variable name with a digit.
Okay.
Example, one num is incorrect. Okay,
Okay.
underscore. Okay, underscore is the only special character that is allowed while naming a variable. Okay, that means I can say num1. equal to 5. Okay, I can say num first equal to 10. All these are valid.
Okay, and they are still the same thing.
I'm sorry.
Underscore num1 is equals to 5. Num underscore first is equal to 10. They are the same meaning to Python.
No. They're different meaning. I'm showing that you can use either this way or any way you want to.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that
Valid.
they both of them are variables.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Both of these are variables. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Both of these are variables, or valid variables.
Okay.
Okay. This is invalid.
Okay.
Okay. Invalid. Python is going to throw error.
Okay.
So what it means is, you can use while naming a variable, you can use any character, caps or small, okay,
Okay.
any digit and underscore. Okay,
So
you can use capital A, capital B, so small a, small b.
That means
Numbers,
that when naming a variable, it's important that we know the name we are giving to such variable. Because
exactly.
if you look at the one, can you scroll up, sir?
Sorry, I missed that last.
Can you scroll up?
Okay.
Yes, up. Okay, good. See where you said print num1 plus num2. It's easier to remember num1 and num2 than to remember num underscore first plus num underscore first. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's
yes,
better to use a simple variable name.
True.
That you can easily remember.
True. But okay, so yeah, it makes sense here. Okay, but okay, there are some advantages of using underscore. Okay, let's say you want to calculate the principal interest, right?
Yeah.
So how do you write? You will say, you can say no. So here probably writing this is a better way than writing principal interest together. It's up to you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So nobody is restricting. Okay. It's about convenience, right? What you feel is easy for you, right?
Okay.
So in such problems, okay, it is easier to say principal interest equal to, amount into time into, right? So asterisk into rate of interest. Okay. Or you can simply say pi equal to a into t into interest, right?
And you must have given the variable values for A, T, and I.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yes. You're right. So I can say a equal to 5 or whatever. I equal to 4, t equal to time period 6. Okay. So what I'm saying is, some people might feel this is better. Some people might feel this is better. Okay. But, what programming is that it is better to use this one. Okay.
It's easy to understand.
It is self-explanatory, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, I might write this, and when you start reading my code, you'll get confused. Oh, what does A mean? Okay.
Yes.
But when you read this, even somebody who doesn't know programming will be able to understand what it means, why this is written here like this.
Yes.
Okay. So, so in this case, underscore is used. So my point is that, it is all about convenience, making sure that your program looks good, readable, things like that. Okay. Ultimately, choice is yours.
I understand.
Right? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So these are the things that you need to remember about variables.
Okay.
Now, the second topic which I planned was types of values. Okay. So
Okay.
today we will talk about basic values. Okay. Later we will talk about complex values like list, append, etc.
Again, sorry, sir. Again, go. Alima, Cabo. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you.
Yeah. You back, Shaq?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So there are different types of values. Okay. Many types of values, and we are going to learn slowly. Okay, as we move in the course. First, we're going to talk about basic values. Basic values means single values. Okay. So single values, we have something called as int, which means integer. Okay. So these are minus, okay, whole number, minus to plus. Okay, I can say minus infinity to plus infinity whole numbers. Okay, so when you want to represent minus 100, okay, minus 45, 0, okay, 5, 7, 80, okay. So we call it as integer. Okay, it does not have decimal place.
Okay.
Okay, no decimal, not even 0.0. It should not have at all the decimal places.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, if you see all the variables which you have declared so far are all integer,
Yes.
right? 10, 21, 6, 5, 4, 5, 10, all these are integer values. Okay, second type is called float. Okay, it's it's written as float and it is float. Okay, again it is minus infinity to plus infinity, but decimal number.
Okay.
Okay, so these will have your decimal point. So minus 100.5. Okay, 0.9, 5.0. 5.0 is also a float number. Okay, if it has
Yeah.
point, even if it's 0, it is float. Okay,
Okay.
this one is integer. This does not have even 0 as float value. If you have decimal, it is float.
Float.
Okay, so of course we'll be using int float a lot. Third type, third basic type, okay, basic type of
Yeah.
values are called str, which means string. Any text is string.
Think.
Okay, any text is string. So this is called string. Okay, we also have bool. Stands for boolean. It will have value true or false only.
False.
Okay, and
Okay.
look at the spelling. Okay, T capital and rest small. It is case sensitive. You cannot say
Okay.
TRUE all capital. You can say false all capital. Okay, T
Okay.
capital and rest small. F capital, rest small. These are called true or false. They are called
False.
Boolean. Okay.
Okay.
The next type of basic values, they are called as complex. Okay, complex. Okay, they are square root of -1. Have you done this in mathematics in your graduation level?
Yeah.
Right? Yes, they're complex, right? The square root of -1. In mathematics, we represent it as I. correct? We say 5i. But in Python, we represent them as j. We call it j, 5j,
Okay.
right? So if I do 5j square, if I do 5j into 5j, what do you think you will get the answer?
That will be square root of 1 minus square root of 1.
5j, okay? So 5j into 5j equal to, any guesses?
No?
Okay, so 5 into 5 is 25, and j
Yes.
into j is minus 1, right? So it is going to be minus 25.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
see, well, 5j is a complex number,
Like minus times minus.
right? I'm going to send you on WhatsApp. You will have all these notes on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
So 5j into 5j is 25 into minus 1 minus 25. Okay, so minus 25 is what type? What is the type of value here?
So is 5j 25?
5j into 25j. You're doing square of 5j.
Okay.
So square of 5 is
Okay.
25, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. G
Yeah.
G is
Square of
the square
j
root of.
is
Okay.
j is square root of minus 1, isn't it? So if I do
Yes.
square root of minus 1, it is going to be minus 1.
Okay. I get it now. So we can even say 2j times 2j, right?
Yes.
Okay. I get it now. So that would be like 2 in 2 times 2, right? That would be 4, then minus 1. Is that correct? Times
Correct.
minus 1.
So
That would just be minus 4, right?
minus 4, exactly. Yep. You're right.
Okay, I got it.
Awesome. We are not
That's
going
why
to
they name
use
it
complex. Probably this is the last time we are going to use complex. Okay. At
Okay.
least in what our kind of work, machine learning data science analysis, we don't use complex. Maybe physics kind of operations you might be using, but not in machine learning data science. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But
Yeah.
these 4 things we'll be using a lot: int, float, string, boolean, a lot.
Okay.
You cannot imagine, even a small basic programming without these. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the 5 data types. Okay. So when I say type of values, okay, types of values, they are called as data types or type of data, right? Data types in
Okay.
programming language. Okay. So question is how many?
Is it in all programming language or just Python?
No, so it's called data types in all programming languages. There could
Yeah.
be some different here, more or less same. Could be minor difference.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll have something for
Yeah.
integer, something for float, which is decimal value, something for text value, something for boolean,
Okay.
and for complex. But there could be minor difference. Okay, so my question is how many basic data types are in Python? Important word is basic. There are a lot more we are going to learn slowly, but right now our focus is on basic. Okay, bare basic, minimum, bare minimum. So how many basic data types are there in Python?
Okay, you're asking me. We
Yes,
have
yes,
1, 2, 3, 5.
exactly. Okay, 5. They are int, float,
Float, string, str,
float, string, boolean, and complex.
complex.
Yep. Okay. Now, how do you find the type? Okay. I'm going to talk about one more function. Okay. Okay. So print we have done, isn't it? So print
Yeah.
is a function. Okay.
Mhm.
Function means in programming language, it means, okay, function means that it has, okay, it has its own set of function functionalities predefined. It is predefined. So when we say print 5, it knows what to do with 5, isn't it? So
Yes.
functions are keyword, okay, or are the word. These are not, see, I can use print as a variable also, but these are not variables, right? They're not variable. They're called functions because it has a predefined meaning. It has a it performs a set of operations. It will perform set of things, set of operation. It has a predefined meaning. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, we have something called as type. Okay. I'm going to comment it
Okay.
out. Type, okay. Functions are always followed by simple bracket open and close. And always followed by simple bracket open and close. So print is a function. Type also has bracket open and close. The type is also a function. Okay.
Okay.
It gives the data types of the variable. Okay. The type
Okay.
will give us the, if you have a variable. Okay. So let's say I say um, first num equal to 55.5. Okay. I want to know what is the data type of first num. What is the data type of first num variable? I'll say print because I want to print. Print what? Print type of first num.
Zone of floats.
It is float. Yeah, it should give us float. Yes. But let's see. What I've done is I have used a function, print function. Inside the function, I have used another function.
Yes.
And inside this function, I've used a variable. So function inside a function, okay? In such cases, first always innermost function is called an executed. You can have multiple functions. You can have function one, okay? You can have, okay, later we'll see as we increase our complexity, you'll see function one will have function two, okay? Function
Yeah.
two can have function three, what is function three, right? Function three
Yeah.
can have another function four, right? So you can write function inside function without any problem, okay? In such cases,
Okay.
first the innermost function is executed,
Okay.
okay? So if you come here, what is the innermost function?
First num to print out the
Type,
type.
type, exactly. Because first num is a variable. First num is not a function, isn't it?
Yeah.
Type is the function. So the type of
Yes.
first num will return float and print will print it on our screen. So when we run it, okay, so it is giving us float.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. Now, what we'll do is, okay, we are almost nearing our end time, right? So what you
Mhm.
do is write examples of all the 5 basic types. So I've written float. I can say second num equal to 43. Then I can say first text equal to
Up.
apple. Second or maybe I'll say first bool equal to true. Okay, first complex equal to 4 plus 6j. Okay, 4 plus 6j. Okay, so now we can go about and print the type of all the variables. Okay, so I'm going to say first complex. This is type of first complex, right? This is first bool. This is first bool. This is first text. This is first text. This is first num, and you get, yeah, first num is done. No, first num is done. Second num is not done. Okay, I mean, let me give a space so that it's easier to visualize. Yeah, so what I've done, I have said first num equal to 55.5, and I said, type of first num.
That one is float. Second one
Second
is
num,
int.
type of second num. First text, type of first text. Okay.
Yeah.
First bool, first type of first bool. When you run it, you get float, int, string, bool, complex. Right? So this is what, right? These are the 5 basic data types. You can print 2 things also in one. Print can, in print, you can print multiple things. Okay. So what I'll just do an example here is, let's say I want to print the value of first num and then the type. So what I'll say, I will say first num. Okay, and when you're passing multiple values to function or to print, we have to say comma here. When you're passing multiple values, you say comma. Comma will separate multiple values. Now here, okay, we have 2 values. First is first num. So first num is without quotation. So the value will be displayed, right? And I'm adding one more value called is. So first num, I'm calling first num. So first num will be, value will be printed. Is, I'm putting in quotation, so is will be printed
So
as it is.
55 is
55.5 is float. Perfect. See, you got it. Right. That is it. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. Okay, and soon, maybe in next 15-20 minutes, I'll share the video with you. And content I'll share on the WhatsApp. Please practice. Okay. Any question before we wrap up?
No question.